It's a little see-stream skip here on KFGO. See it, stream it, skip it, where JJ Gordon tells you what to see in the theater, what to stream at home, and what to skip all together.
Okay. Should we just start with the skip? Just get that out of the way? You know, to me, I'm always like, that's just the way to do it, right?
Get the skip out of the way. Rip off the Band-Aid. Get the bad stuff out of the way.
I hate to say this because I really do love me some Jeff Daniels, but in this, he plays Ronald Reagan. It's a movie called The Brink of War. And it is about Reagan as he races against time to salvage a deal with Mikhail Gorbachev that could dismantle, arsenals or ignite a disaster. So it's sort of like if you ever saw that movie 13 Days, it's very similar in that where it takes a very short amount of time during a president's legacy and talking about a situation that could change the course of mankind.
Okay.
And it should be good, but in all honesty, I think you're better off reading the Wikipedia page.
Aww.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news. And, if you were alive during that time and you remember this very specific part of American history, maybe you want to go to it. They try and make it a mystery thriller rather than just like a straight history piece. And that, I think, is the biggest misstep for them. So I do not recommend The Brink of War. That being said, here's another piece that has a little bit of history in it, even though it's a much different history than you think. The End of Oak Street.
Oh,
so,
yes.
Yeah, have you seen some of the trailers? It's as mysterious as they can be, where this family living an everyday suburban life, and then all of a sudden, what? There's a dinosaur. There's weird things happening. What happened to their quiet suburban street? The movie itself, listen, Anne Hathaway and Ewan McGregor should be in every movie. I'm just telling you this right now. They're fantastic. I am over the moon about seeing those two do more stuff together. This is a fun movie. It's produced by J.J. Abrams, and so it has got this fantastic sort of idea. And, I'm not going to give anything away because you should see it fresh without knowing much about what's going on. This is one of the best uses of the trailer before a movie that I've ever seen, because you don't know what's going on. They don't say, oh, this is what happens, and oh, they're going to have to team up, and this. No, you just know that something bizarre happens to this family, and now you're going to have to see what happens for the rest of the story.
Ooh.
It is really fantastic.
No spoilers from JJ Gordon.
No spoilers, because I want you to go in and I want you to see it fresh. This is another movie too that I think if you see it in the theaters, it's gonna mean more to see it on the big screen than it is to see it at home. So The End of Oak Street, really good. I thought it was a ton of fun. It is. I would not bring the little kids to it. I would say that you're looking at probably that 13 and up crowd, if I'm going to be honest.
Okay.
So if you're going to see something, and then, Spider-Man's still dominating in the theaters, right? You cannot walk around without seeing people so excited for that. By the way, I saw something adorable where this theater didn't get their poster for Spider-Man Brand New Day, so they let a staff member draw the poster, and then they put it up in the frame. A horrible drawing of Spider-Man, but it's so good. It doesn't matter. It just is absolutely out of there. It was just fantastic. I really liked it a lot. A lot of stuff playing in theaters that people went like, oh, I haven't seen that yet. Now, if you happen to have some time on Sunday and you say to yourself, I'd like to go to see a movie, it's the 25th anniversary of a film called Wet Hot American Summer. And this is one of, I think, the greatest comedies of all time. It is in the same vein of Police Academy, The Naked Guns, The Airplanes. It's not a direct spoof. It is a loving homage to 80s camp comedies. And it is so good. And when you look at this cast is packed with people who are now major, major stars today. Janine Garofalo and David Hyde Pierce, already big stars when they get into it. Amy Poehler is in this movie. Elizabeth Banks has one of her first starring roles in this movie. Guys from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Christopher Maloney, who goes on, is in Law and Order. That guy is so funny. Why are we not giving him more comedy roles? He is fantastic. It's an hour and 37 minutes. It is weird. It is funny. I highly recommend seeing it. They're playing it Sunday, Monday, and next Wednesday. So if you get a chance, Wet Hot American Summer. I remember reading Entertainment Weekly, and Entertainment Weekly saying this is the best movie to come out this summer, 25 years ago when it came out. People need to go see this. And I happened to be in Minneapolis. I don't even know if it played in theaters in Fargo. And I went to it in the theater in Minneapolis, and I immediately bought another ticket, and I saw it back to back twice.
What?
I was like, wait a minute. What am I seeing right now? H. John Benjamin, who's the voice of Bob in Bob's Burgers, is in this movie as well. But boy, oh boy, you're not prepared for what character he's going to play. You got to go see it. This movie is top-notch screwball comedy at its best. And a great soundtrack. It's an homage to that era. It's so good. It's so good. And also, I also love a movie where a character's named JJ. There's a character named JJ in it.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of fun.
You either love or hate that.
I do. A character named it, no problem. Another human being next to me, not so much.
That's the problem.
Right?
Okay, got it.
So let me tell you about a movie I watched probably 100 times. I kid you not, as a kid, that all of a sudden I watched on my days off as an adult, and I loved it. It's called On Golden Pond. On Golden Pond stars Henry Fonda as a retired educator who is at the beginning of dementia. He's about to turn 80 years old, and he's starting to forget things, and he's starting to lose that sharp wit. But it still is very prevalent in him. He's a curmudgeon. He's a guy who has, a sharp tongue and is also, kind of rude and crass, but at the same time, you can tell he's really, really smart. His wife, played by Katharine Hepburn, gives a tour de force performance as a woman that you really feel loves her husband and is watching her husband slip away. Golden Pond is the name of a lake in the northern, Vermont, Connecticut area where they summer every single year, and they have a cabin up there. So it takes place right in the spring, right when they're opening up the cabin for the first time. When you're introduced to Norman Thayer Jr., which is Henry Fonda's character, he's pulling the dust covers off of all of the things, the couches and things like that, and he sees the phone. So he picks up the phone and he dials the operator, and it's one of the old rotary phones. And he sees a picture that's next to the phone. And he picks it up and he's looking at it, and it's clear that it's Katharine Hepburn himself and then a young child. But it's 40 years earlier, and he's looking and he goes, "Who the hell are those people?" And he keeps coming back to it. And so you get this feeling of what's going on with his life.
Yeah.
And then he has this back and forth with the phone operator that it just kills me. As a kid, I didn't realize how funny this movie is and how funny Henry Fonda is in it and how great of an actor he is. Then you get the two punch of his daughter shows up for his 80th birthday, played by Jane Fonda. Jane Fonda playing, Henry Fonda's daughter. And you can tell there's probably some real life emotions that are working through this. And they have a horrible relationship. She does not like him. He does not like her. She calls him Norman. She's also brought her new boyfriend, played by Dabney Coleman, who I think is one of the most underrated actors of all time. Dabney Coleman in 9 to 5 is a perfect villain. He's a great villain in The Muppets Take Manhattan. And in this, he plays his boyfriend who is uneasy in the woods. He's a California dentist. It just feels kind of weird. And then they bring his 13-year-old son and ask Norman and Ethel if this 13-year-old boy could stay with them for the summer. And they have not had children in this house for decades. Not only that, but the one child that they did have doesn't seem to really care for her father that much. It's fantastic. I brought a clip, which I hardly ever do.
I know.
So this clip is Ethel has just, by the way, on Golden Pond, the mail is delivered by boat. So Charlie, the postman, has pulled up onto the dock, has given them a letter. She gets a letter from her daughter, and this is her reading it, as well as Norman, who is about to turn 80, is reading the want ads in the paper in case he could get a new job, some gainful employment. And so just listen to his little quips as you go along with this.
She says she's in love with a dentist.
Does her boyfriend know about this?
This is her new boyfriend. Her new boyfriend is a dentist.
That's who she's bringing here, a dentist?
Yeah.
Good God, they'd be staring at her teeth all the time.
Well, shall we ask him not to come?
No, I think we should have representatives from all walks of life at my last birthday party.
Oh, looks, I think this medicine should be put away from all this hot air.
Why did you marry Chelsea?
Well, you wouldn't let me.
Huh? You married somebody else that allowed that.
I didn't want anyone else.
Huh?
It just is a great little movie. And if you have, it's like, for example, here's some things being sent in at 35270. On Golden Pond is the best movie. I cried when he got lost. Yes, you feel, in all honesty, seeing this movie now as an adult versus when I was a kid. As a kid, I identified with Billy having to live with these two old people for a whole summer. Now I'm identifying more with Norman and Ethel, watching as age trudges along and you never get to see it. Another one, KFGO, San Fantastic. Yes. So you guys clearly know this movie as well. If it's been a while since you've watched On Golden Pond, this is the perfect time of year. Because, by the way, fishing is at the center of this movie. They do so much fishing in it that I was thinking right away when I watched it, I was like, well, Amy's son should watch this. Because it's about them. It's about this old man and a young boy, and they finally find common ground by going out and fishing, and he teaches them how to trout fish, and it's just fantastic. I love Golden Pond is another text in at 35270.
Someone said, what age for the movie Wet Hot American Summer?
I would say you're looking at, I think you should probably be 16 or older to see that one.
I was like, that seems like a really adult. I mean, I haven't watched it since it came out.
There are there's some hard language in it, and I don't believe there's any nudity, but there's some provocative things in that movie.
Yeah.
And it's hilariously provocative.
Right.
Yeah. So
someone else says that is such a great movie. I haven't seen it since I was little. And to your point, it's a great movie, and if you haven't seen it since you were little, you're going to get something new out of it as an adult.
Right. And here's the part that you're going to love the most. You might say, like, okay, well, where am I going to find On Golden Pond? Oh, my gosh, it is everywhere.
Find it?
If you've got Tubi, it is on Tubi. If you've got Fandango, it's on Fandango. If you have Peacock, it's on Peacock. It's even on Amazon Prime. They seem to know that this is the movie that people needed to see right now when it was out there. Katharine Hepburn, amazing in this movie. Henry Fonda, a tour de force. And really, this movie goes on in 1981. It's the number one grossing film it's the second highest grossing film of 1981. 10 nominations at the Academy Awards, including Best Picture, and it won 3. Best Actor for Henry Fonda, Best Actress, Katharine Hepburn, and Best Adapted Screenplay.
Wow.
So, it cost $7 million to make, grossed $120, which in 1981 is
a lot.
A good amount of money.
Someone said the best movie ever, loved the cast.
It's so good. And, I remember as a kid doing an impression of Katharine Hepburn being like, "Oh, you old poop," because that's what she calls her husband. It is so funny to watch this as an adult and to hear all these little lines that he's got that he throws out there, and then to have this drama that comes around the next moment. It also is very stuck in the 80s in a good way. Like this kid describes what he does for recreation. He's like, go out and cruise chicks. They're like, cruise chicks, go out, talk to girls. He goes, well, what do you do when you talk to them? He goes, suck face. They go, what is that? And he's like, we kiss. And so the terminology could not be more 1981.
Yeah.
Cruise chicks, suck face.
Yeah.
Interesting. So
I haven't heard those phrases in a long time.
It is just a fantastic movie about a slice of a person's life, right? And the fact that we all age and we all have to come to grips with the fact that life doesn't turn out the exact way we want it, but that doesn't mean you can't enjoy the things that are there. The relationship between Jane Fonda and Katharine Hepburn as mother and daughter is amazing because she's got this chip on her shoulder, but at the same time, Katharine Hepburn says, "You're my daughter, but I'm married to that guy that you're bad talking right now," and it's really great.
Someone said, On Golden Pond is a classic movie. It will make you laugh, cry, and want to strengthen broken relationships.
Oh, you should have done the See It, Stream It for that. Well.
There we go.
Well done. It's really good. And again, you can stream that on so many different platforms, on Tubi, on Amazon Prime, on Peacock, Fandango if you use that, Sling TV. So those ones you can all watch it for free on there. And of course, if you're going to see something in the theaters, At the End of Oak Street, really a fun movie, a fun summer adventure movie. Get the big popcorn when you go to that. And if you're going to skip something, the Ronald Reagan drama Brink of War, it almost feels like it's a joke when you watch it. You're like, well, they dyed Jeff Daniels' hair and slicked it back, and that's what makes a person Ronald Reagan? That's interesting.
That's See It, Stream It, Skip It here on KFGO.